Good evening Mabugele Khaya, igama lami MK and welcome to Leadership Insight. Andiyami ndedwa namhlanje ndihamba no Mr Prince Ngwenyane. Une profile elikhulu. Uyi-author and he's a businessman, and on the other side he's also doing wayuhleka.
I'm a regular guy from Ekasi. Wow.
Yes, he's a regular guy from Ekasi. But then he's got a very big profile. So Mr. Ngwenyane, benzacela usinikeze some briefing njengawe so that whoever that's watching from ekhaya azoyazi ukuba ngaba namhlanje uzofunda i-leadership insight from ubani.
Molweni dumelanga vsheni. Igama lami uNqobizwe Prince Ngwenyane, popularly known as Sir Prince ngenxa ukuthi ngisebenza mostly ne-youth in high schools. Recently ventured into primary schools as well. Ngikhulele Thokoza, born and bred. No, not born and bred. I came here in 1995 to start my primary school at Umzamo. So ngikhulele Thokoza, did my matric and so forth, and then went into the world of work, and the world of work pushed me to what I'm doing right now, of which I call myself a youth mentor. When I was fired from my job in 2009, I hosted something called Mr. and Miss Thokoza High Schools, and that was the beginning of me to work with young people in the various schools and doing motivation. And up to now that I've written a book titled How to Create Value. I've gotten some awards, being recognized by various organizations, and that's the type of person I am.
Yes. I feel like you are not giving us a clear understanding yokuba kahle umbani, ubuyaphi. What actually made you to be this person that you are namhlanje? There has to be a story somewhere that converted you from the direction ebewuyihamba before to say, man, this is the way. Zeziphi occasions ezikucompele into changing to being this person that you are namhlanje?
Ndibuya Eastern Cape, Matatiele. I grew up very close to my grandfather, who passed away in the year 2000 bengifunda Standard 4. He was very influential in what he was teaching me on daily basis. Ne trust bangangipha yona to, when you are given a head of goats ukuthi uyolusa entabeni at a young age. I think that's my first leadership insight ukuthi ungalusa ibhokho umncinci, and instead of ibhokho zilahleke ziyakhula, they are growing and so forth. That was my grandfather's favorite because of that. Egoli, in my early ages, I met another grandfather, was next door, called Mr. Tenyana, wangifaka ecaweni. So put me through Sunday school. I did Sunday school until I was 14 years old. But benyaku Sunday school ngenxa ukuthi ngifuna ukuchaza uTata uTenyana. From 14 ngaqala what we normally do emalokishini, uhamba ama-party and all of that. That's the type of person I'm known for mostly emalokishini, until ubaba ongizalayo washona 2005. Little bit of change, but kwaba ngathi freedom ngajiva kakhulu until 2008. 2008 I joined a church again. Isitori sami sokuya ecaweni, it's unconventional because bengiya khona umunye sister bengimbonile. Damleqa ecaweni. When I got to church kanti bazongibamba, I started learning this born again theory, what is Jesus and so forth. Kanti nakhona within a year or so ngqiba kufika, they recognize youth leadership, bangifaka as a youth leader. I would go to various churches. Our head office was in Pretoria. So church really exposed me to a lot of what's out there in terms of also young season okula, because mthola ma teachings beyond church. What is youth leadership? You facilitating our life skills and all those programs. At one point, Beslanda my LO teachers and facilitate them, and that's when I began to have this thing for public speaking and teaching. I started in the church through my then Pastor Tando Sikonkwane.
Okay. You've worked mostly na bantu abatsha. Like you have mentioned before, from esikolweni you've worked nabantwana besikolo throughout. Now we are living in a generation yama 2K. How do you then call this
Gen Z?
Yeah, how do you then like uba handla kanjani, like ngawapha ama techniques nama tactics nama strategies nama skills owasebenzisayo for you to handle the generation there?
You can't. The first mistake that we want to do is that we want to handle them. You can't handle anyone for that matter. But I must say it was easier for us. I go to various schools. Some of my old teachers, when you meet them, you know what, Prince? Nyakhumbula nina benistot ne mara kahle hayi laba bamanje so there's a way that Gen Zs created. They are born in what we call a digital age. In fact, I'm so sorry I couldn't bring you a copy of my book. The book that I wrote, it's to put together what we call BBTs, born before technology generation.
Okay.
And then there's this generation Yamanje that is called Gen Z. We are millennials, but they are Gen Z, the current generation. Those ones, they don't know anything else except technology. We used to make jokes. But that's all they know, to an extent that they have more information than us. It's an information generation, but not realizing good. As much as you can have information, you still need the wisdom of the elders. So my strategy, if it's not just calling my strategy, there's no strategy per se.
Yeah.
It's just to be empathetic. I worked 2021 in Landulwazi. Mangfika kunengane ziyadelela, sinokubamba bomenyere kaso and whatnot. When I came there, I think my approach, azange ngifike ngokuthi wena son ngizokushaya wenzani uyadelela. I came with a brotherly type of attitude, and I came with masikhuluma iqiniso, lo muntu mude nakuwa ngakushaya. So you don't come ngokugwajisa. You come with a parent and a brotherhood mentality. What is that one? You realize ukuthi abantu bafuna attention more than anything. Some of them, they never got a love from home. Akaze wathola I love you. Akaze wathola a hug from a father. I don't go around hugging people, but a touch, a dab, sometimes it means something. My father, washona, I can count maybe ukumthinta kaso 2 or 3 times. Every day. So I saw that gap good time, and sometimes people, it's attention. Ubangumsindo wenzani ofuna attention nje kuphela. So I came with that attitude. Sometimes I would even punch and whatnot, but carefully so that they realize, no, this guy, it's just being playful and whatnot. And they opened up, most of them, and they would listen to me, and I'd be able to discipline a class. I'd be able to lead them to career paths is relevant, because some of them repeat to grade 9 3 times. You realize, no, maybe they're not gifted in academics, they're gifted in something else. Okay. That's the thing as well. You realize not everyone, if you're not good in mathematics, does not mean you're not good in anything. So you realize you treat abantu uniquely. You don't put paintbrush A1 ngabo bonke. So into ngisebenzelayo mina so far with the Gen Z.
Okay. So enkonzweni, you've also been appointed as the assistant pastor. Okay. I tell you, looking at indlela or reacta ngayo when I mentioned you was appointed as, or you are.
Yes,
I
am.
Okay. Let's take me through a process or nomsebenzi oyenziwa assistant partner, and how do you handle pressure oyifumana enkonzweni and kubantu abatsha, and at the same time we have to go esikolweni ufike ublende nabanye abantu abayazi kwawuyazi ke inkonzo phayana. How do you then communicate nabo from the experience of being assistant partner, I mean pastor?
Shout out to my dad. You know, isinto futhi lento leso ukuthi umfundisi ubaba umuntu omdala umbiza ngobaba. I know now with this now generation, hayi ubaba kho kanjani. But shout out to my dad, Archbishop Abraham Sibiya. Is one person who was able to twist my arm ukuthi ngifake color, you know. Like I told you, I went to church ngizifunela usister thizeni.
Yes.
But ngenxa ukuthi I was already an active young person, they identified a gift. They made me a youth leader. So Lang Sonta Khona, it's an Episcopal church. So they've got an order whereby they've got deacons, they've got assistant pastors and all the fivefold and so forth. So it was clear from me, Safiga, they recognized the gift. So you know what, you are gifted, we need to put you here and so forth. Man and to an extent that vele at one point I ran away. I came back 2019. When I came back 2019, the Archbishop sat with me. I've done my personal blunders and so forth. So turned out I know all these things we are covering, we're praying, but you've got a gift and you are called by God.
Yeah.
So we can start you in this manner. So an assistant pastor is a person that is a pastor in training. You are being trained, you are an elder in the church, you are assisting the pastors in their work. You can do pastoral duties, but under authority of someone. So I'm led by my pastors in the church. I'm responsible for young people in the churches, but I'm also responsible for abafundisi Lang Sonta Khona ukuthi all their duties that they need to be done. I'm like a runner. I'm the biggest runner in the church that is done. So you can just say a servant. You know, number 2, deputy president.
Okay. Okay, no ndiyakuva. So are you also involved kuma community activities?
Yes, I am. Yes, very much so. It goes, in fact, when it comes to community, I think Naya fan and a sonto, because I don't really like, even though I've got a bubbly personality, but I don't like internal responsibility. But it came 2013, local office, as a Ward 56, Ekuleni municipality, councillor in the committee, they saw me to say, you are doing a lot of youth projects, Stella was Caesar in the committee. So Bangfire committee council, I was a youth chairperson 2013, 14, 15, 16, governor local government elections ngakhona ukusliza kahle.
Kuyiphi political party?
Mawusebenzela umasipala, you are very neutral.
Okay.
You are government official. So I was a very much government official. So bangibambe kanjalo vele, because even though I belonged to a certain organization, of which I will not mention them right now. Okay. I will not mention anyone for that matter.
I wonder why.
I will not mention anyone.
Okay.
So I said to them, I'm not a politician. I don't want to be recognized. I don't want to be boxed in that manner.
Yes.
So bangitshela ukuthi no, ngenxa yokuthi you've got a thing of assisting the community. When you're working for government, it's government. That's when I learned to get a local government, a provincial government, a national government. And then I still attended meetings of the organization and so forth. We did projects and we still do. I'm active in my way. In anyhow, and yes, sometimes different stances and so forth, but nyangangena ngafunda governance, ngafunda state agencies that exist, Konabo NYDA, how can people access opportunities there?
Yes.
There's SIFA, there's other organizations as well, there's other NGOs. I made partnerships nama NGOs, con NGO bati Thokoza Progressive Youth, which does incredible work for young people. So I went there, I was like, if ngisebenza nabo TPY and so forth, I must not wear the cap at Tizane. I must be applicable to everyone. Yes, hence I went to KCFM the other time. You are here. Please, even in a church, if I'm going to KCFM, I'm doing motivation. I've got those restrictions that help me to be able to reach everyone. No muntu osabayo hlela phayina khona enotheshi mina cause angibelong indawo ngeke ngikhona ukuthola usizo. So that's my involvement with the community, is that to say let everyone come and access what they need to access based on the gifts that you have. Abantu basekhaya, they don't realize that you are gifted in your way. Besides ukufuna umsebenzi, there's something that you can do that can create jobs for others. That's what I advocated for. That's what I still do, what I advocate for. I want people to recognize the gift that they have, whether they're singing, they are dancing. Some of them, they are beautiful. Hence, it sends them a beauty contest. City Mr. and Miss So it's a gift to be beautiful, and you must make the most of it. I tell them, Wanaka, you can make 1 million ka billboard A1 because umutle fell, and some of the things that I do.
Okay. I-background yakho it ibuya kwi-foundation yesikolo. That is why unawo nama awards oye wawawina phansi kwe-education. Could you please take us through lawo ma awards lawo from award yakho yokuqala? Tell us bangaba what was project leyo about or program leyo about, and then up until award yakho
yokuqala phi yokuqala crash.
Asam, yeah, if ever we have to take it from a crash, because I remember my dad used to take me to crash. Beganifaka, and then xa ephuma yena I would follow him.
How?
Immediately makaphuma. I've never gone to crash. I
was starting this call.
So I've never won lama izidanga as a crash or even had the award as a crash. So I don't know the experience, and I know there's plenty of us abangayaziyo leyo experience leyo. Like, could you take us through from the award yakho yokuqala and then wonke ama memories osawakhumbulayo up until eyokugqibela?
No, I'm jealous. In fact, mangibona abantu ba graduate crash and whatnot. I never experienced crash. My first part of my life bekusemakhaya. Makhaya usala nogogo. Akwenzela umdoko sithi lishilishile, wenzela ishilishili. That's all I know. My graduation was shilishili and
Ndoni shilishili?
Ishilishili umdoko, soft porridge.
Okay, isidudu.
Thixo. Sisixhosa Muslim sithetha. And then okay ndingumhlubi.
Okay,
maybe that's the issue. Okay. So I never did crash. I did grade 1 and 2. I was still not being comfortable nomkhulu wami nebhokhwe zika tatomkhulu, so I was not really active. I think my first achievement that I can say ngiqala ngathi nyaphaphama when kwenziwa ama report standard 2, which is what we call grade 4. Standard 2 maku bekenziwa ama report ngoJune na ngoDecember. ngoJune C43 eklasini, but number 1 Prince Ngwenyane, and then I've got a friend Xolani Nkosi number 2. So it was number 1, number 2, December, June, what standard 3, what. Those are the achievements I have from primary school, except ukuthi bangikhethe ke kuma school patrol, chess teams and so forth. Okay, I think it's an achievement ukuthi chess as a sport were the first to bring it to a township. Yes. Okay. Grade 5. Okay, and then they've got me some certificates, Sunday school, what. But one significant award that I can think of, 2005 when I was doing grade 11, because I was part of the debating society as a Plebuzile. I was selected participator with schools around Ekurhuleni, because there was Sanwat Park as well. There was a white guy I was competing with from Sanwat Park, about Parklands and all of that, Albertine High. Tisetsong at that time was known as the best in English, Nefuman. Yes. But I was there with them. I got a first place trophy on an event by sponsored the Star newspaper. They gave us a newspaper to study them. They asked us quiz. I responded in English. That was a great achievement for me. And then my beauty contest. Mr. Watwat, the first prince, second prince. That's where the name Prince comes from. And then 2007, bengwenye organization or isikole sibizwa ukuthi Ronet College. You are right when you say I'm a book person, because I do love isikolo, and ukuthanda kwami isikolo, I wouldn't say ngiyasithanda per se. I'm gifted in that my mind is alert and it's open. I don't like ukuvula incwadi ngifunde, but I've seen that ngiyakhona ukubamba fast, and it made me one of the top learners go English and some subjects that I would give my time to. So I was selected after matric for a program at Ronet College. Ronet College is a college in Ghana that is sponsored by Ronet Limited, an international company. They take us 30 people in Alberton campus, 30 in Boksburg. They take us through a matric advancement program, and then from there they take you to their companies, whether you get a bursary to go to university or you go through a learnership and so forth. So I was in Alberton. I got to Alberton. Ngafika nalapho, I was not an A student because besengilezi ukufunda lapho, because I had to repeat maths and science.
Okay.
Ngathola same marks wemadoda score ku maths and science. But when the unyaka mawuqala besithola stipend for traveling, and then there were some tasks ukugcwalisa amanzi ku purifier, wipe the board. So I'd be the first person to jump, ngisize ngigcwalisa amanzi ngenzeni, not realizing by the time kuphela unyaka I'm gonna get an award called Busy Bee.
That award.
Serious?
I think it was in grade 9. It was in grade 9. Bentana ukusula ibhodi. Every time ngizongena uthisha classini, I'm the first one. Ngiyaphakama ngiyosula ibhodi fast, ngiyoprepare ama notes.
I'm glad you got that award and your personality is not as extroverted as mine. Mina bebathi Busy Bee ngawuthi ngiyaphapha. Akusi awundi yokuphapha. It's called Busy Bee for best helper.
Okay.
So I've got that helping spirit ngathola award, and then obviously because I was good in English, I remember the teacher there was the one Shaili Zandla in front of big stakeholders. Ati, you are from a township school and we've got other learners here from private schools, but you are the one who's the best. So I told trophy for communication management. Besibiza nge business English, so it's communication management. So I told trophy for communication management. I got that Busy Bee. And I was selected again. They only chose 14 people, including all the other years. But participated in learnership, sales and marketing. So I was part of that at Nashua Mobile. So I got through that learnership until 2009. Coming to my awards, I'm trying to remember my awards. Okay, fast forward to, a lot of things happened until 2021. 2021, ngaba ne grace yokuthi ngisebenze in a school. You know, I was at Buhlebuzile senza ma matric motivation with MPC Khumalo, kanti ngizothola umsebenzi elandulwazi as a teacher assistant. Okay. Working there opened up my mind. Working there exposed me to a whole lot of people. Working there, I was when Astron Energy wanted to come into Thokoza, they sponsored Landulwazi. Department of Education needed us to do an event to thank them. I organized learners to do poetry, traditional dance, and whatnot. I emceed the event. It was broadcast live on YouTube. Young exposed that to an extent that the following week, back to Dingaga, a debating team. I was the public speaking coach for Landulwazi, taking the learners to regional competitions. We got my gold medals. So progressed to provincial, we got my gold medals. And after the provincial competition, I got an opportunity to work at Saibon. I was scouted for Saibon as well. Man, we love your personality. Come, we've got a 4IR exhibition center. We think you can run it and make it fun for the people who come. I went ngayazi ne-IT, ngafunde IT within a short space of time. What is artificial intelligence? What is software used with robot elikhulume? Okay. What is a robotic arm and whatnot? I learned that within a short space of time. Ngasebenza lapho. Ngaphasa ama-audits that they would do, because manje sengiyi-manager, you know, all of this, working with technical guys, and then but would make that place to be very adequate. 2022 again, I was recognized as a 365 best male role model of the male role model, something like that, with the national government, Department of Social Development. Someone nominated me and we did the awards. 2024, Ekurhuleni municipality, I was nominated again. My categories are different as well. They called us as young people. I got an award there, handed by the mayor. It's a certificate in the trophy. Very nice looking trophy. In fact, it's a very nice looking trophy. And then last year, late, in fact, January, besenza 100 shining stars for 2024. I was 35 2024. Ngonyaka wokugcina okuba 35 bangifaka ku 100 shining stars in South Africa. In the entire South Africa, 100 shining stars. I'm part of the 100. 100 get there's different categories. Bang nominated under education because I do a lot of my work in education department. Working with universities as well, bridging the gap with Maupuma High School. How do you go and so forth. So I've got that certificate as my latest award. And then by God's grace again, the Archbishop of Hello Moy, it's time now you become a national youth pastor. So from Passover, Ngama Easter, 18 April 2025 until infinity, singing national youth pastor. I think it's an achievement as much as we're supposed to be humble about it. I believe it's a achievement as well as a personally. Now it will give me confidence again in my leadership to say, what type of leader are you? Because sometimes as leaders, you want to be all over the show with nothing to show, but we don't know what is your niche, what do you specialize in. Because even in education and in schools, they must know when you are calling Sir Prince Umfundis, because sometimes you'll be deviated to different things if you are not clear as a leader. What is your leadership path? What is your leadership journey? So as far as my achievements goes, I think I might have missed some, but I'm proud of every one of them.
I achievements I tell you the winter. So as umfundisi enkonzweni, obviously you are serving phansi komfundisi, and it.
That's right.
Now sometimes kuye kube namatyeli where you find ukuba ngaba ama decisions umfundisi omkhulu awathatha enkonzweni awuhambelani nawo wena as individual. How do you then tackle ama challenges anjalo, and also mhlambi i-pressure oyifumanayo enkonzweni obonayo bangaba, you know what, this one ingapha yakwami? How do you tackle izinto ezinjalo?
Mfethu hayi kancane kakhulu ngenxa ukuthi I lead young people. Sometimes hayi ukuthi angivumelani mina nyamuza umfundisi, but ngenxa ukuthi you know what you are leading and you know those guys, they will not understand that thing. So I disagree a lot nomfundisi wami. It's the age gap, generation gap, also nokuthi, excuse me, siphila esikhathini esinjani. So we argue a lot, but what I do, mina, I read a quote somewhere, but you should stop hating people that you should be learning from. So I encourage even young people to always never miss an opportunity to learn something. And you can learn from anyone and everyone, whether they are young or old. One of the writers, John C. Maxwell, is a 360-degree leadership, which you should be able to lead someone who's higher than you. You should be able to lead your peers. You should be able to lead someone who's down. So it's a 360-degree leadership. So you should have that mindset. Loyana, I can learn from them, but I can also teach them as well. But now with respect, how do I do it with respect? You first take what they give you. Try to learn from it. Okay, what can I learn? But what can I learn? As you are doing that, they are opening them. They open up to be able to listen to you, whatever you're coming to provide. So now, suggestive. Can we start in this manner? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the suggestion yako even a practicality. You know, sometimes in terms of next with your higher leader and others, it's because okuphikisa kwakho uthi hayi uhleli, you are making noise, But if you take this point that I'm trying to learn and then trying to suggest your thing ngokwenza,
Yes.
sometimes you don't even have to tell people. Sometimes you have to act in that manner. You have to how can I make an example? For example, in Ministry of Kolweni, no one told me to go to schools.
Okay.
We were told to evangelize, get a house to house and whatnot, and I don't believe in that. So instead of me saying, I am funding Takdala Science, it's for me to acknowledge, oh, singing house to house and okay, start in next week. Baschela Sunday, you wake up on a Monday, you go to a school. I went to a school on a Monday, assembling an invitation. Ngathi ngicela ukukhuluma assembly. Akunomfundisi wathi umfundisi makaceda ngicela 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I went in 2 minutes, spoke one line of motivation, and then I said to the people, who's interested, Friday senza inkonzo la. What, some young people wabhalisa, and then guys sibaninga, so Sunday ngicela nize esontweni, you know. That's how I won many young people to church one day. Mase ngifika sesibaningi manje, and I'll be like to the leaders, hey, labantu ababasha ngeke sibafake emizini yabantu for evangelism.
Yes.
But now abantu sebakhona enkonzweni, you know. From there we started having my youth services, we started going to different churches. So I would say action speaks louder than words. Don't be too much yapping as a leader and uzuphikisa abantu abadala, but be too much demonstrative.
Okay. Okay. No, unkumbuza story for another day.
I wonder.
So kwi xa sowuphuma uthunywa ngumfundisi bangaba okay ambani niyo loba abantu uye waqala kwesiphi isikolo?
Firstly, angisho ekolweni I was not sent. Ekolweni, it was me being rebellious.
Yeah.
It was me not wanting to go knock at someone's house. I didn't want to do door to door.
And so you knew bangaba xa ngayonokha kwisikolo esithile.
Yes.
The response is going to be.
The first step is to start at home, and when they say charity begins at home.
Yes.
I'm a former learner of Buhlebuzile. Buhlebuzile happens to be a school abantaba isabayo. It's closer to Polar Park. There's Xhosa people, they disrespect and so forth. And then I grew up as a Xhosa person. I did Xhosa until grade 12.
Okay.
So for me, it's easy to speak to abantu basekhaya. So for me, I'm a home ground advantage. But no, I'd rather go to Buhlebuzile. I went to Buhlebuzile, but I can tell you it's scary when you're speaking on stage because people are watching you, people are judging you, people are remembering you from back in the days and whatnot. Mhlambe kunomuntu laphana a younger sister, usisi wakhe ngamhetha, ngambreak your heart, what. Chelo mfana lo wenze, and then now you are there, you are speaking something positive. So it was scary, even though it's a home ground advantage. But I went to Buhlebuzile. They had assemblies Mondays and Fridays. I used to go Monday and Friday.
Okay.
It gave me some skills on what we call public speaking. When I report on Sunday, you tell man of God, thank you for your notes on Sunday. Lento boshumela ngai on Monday ngideliver esikolweni.
Okay.
Ngicela ungipha ama notes wakho, and then I would take every Sunday I go to church. After church I get the preaching notes. I deliver at the school, and kwangisiza lokho. One of the teachers at Buhlebuzile recommended me or referred me to another school. Another school referred me to another school. Another school referred me to another school until ngicina sengizenzela ama projects wami ke approach ikolo mina.
Yeah.
On my own, outside of the church. Yes.
So ingathi you enjoya kakhulu ukusebenza nabantu abatsha ukugqitha uba usebenza nale generation eseyikhulile. Umotivatewa indoni kahle kubantu abatsha? Indoni le uzama ukubabonisa yona okanye uzama ukubafundisa yona okanye uzama ukuyichange abantu abatsha?
Angazi ukuthi ngoba kunama camera lama ngikhuluma lento le, I'm shooting myself in the foot now. But fact of the matter, yeah, ungangimoshi reputation.
Yeah, sizoyikhatha. Guys, but honestly, don't take it seriously.
But I do love you. I love young people with all of my heart.
Yes.
But mfundisi mina ngibathanda abantu abasha. Abantu abasha bayaphapha, bachacharach. Abantu abasha, you do a youth service today. niyakhuluma bamafulufulu, thank you Sir Prince, that was beautiful. Makaphuma ku-youth service khona umfana kommele lapha ekhweleni sebabambene bayasmuchana bayacabuzana benza. So those are the things that are very demoralizing. So I don't like young people, to be honest with you. I've always tried to shy away from it. I've ran away from, I don't like young people.
Okay.
But no matter what I do, it always puts me there. From esikolweni mangifunda grade 9, there was an organization that was started, School AIDS Action Committee. I was part of the leadership. What is this? Yeah, HIV and AIDS is the same one. RCL, I was a deputy president in the RCL. So I've been put in youth leadership. I didn't even choose that, you know, popular,
yeah.
So I found myself whereby good leadership roles amongst young people, even from when I was younger. So I've always taken that responsibility somehow. So when I was in the church, I saw abantu abadala, they've got what we call a judgmental mentality. I believe it's too judgmental and too harsh on them. Whereas the young people haven't heard the message of grace, they haven't heard the message of love. So for me, it was a case of demonstrating the love of God so that the young people can love the younger ones. Yeah. So that's how I find myself with man. There's a lot of young people, but it's just a matter of wena njengoba bam awukazi wangitshela ukuthi uyangithanda awukazi wangipha nehug, you know. That's why people would be like, wena ndoda futhi ngathi umncane ujola nalabantwana. It's because I treat them as daughters, as my daughter, so I'm free to say akayithole kimi I love you before I told her anywhere.
Yes,
and I do it publicly. So because I do it publicly, it makes it attractive for other people to come. Can I join your organization, Sir Prince? Oh, let's sang. So now when we're all in that space, everyone is free. That's how we grow this academic thing. Contest about do good mathematics.
Yes.
And then homework about it's because of that you allow people to shine where they are with what they do. Keep them busy. One of my mentors once said to me, no, with the young people, you don't have programs. Don't think of programs, just think of how can you keep them busy. Just be busy, do something, do anything. And I saw the more we become busy as young people,
yes,
is the more we don't have things for other negative stuff. Instead of me saying, look, Jola, I just keep you busy and the positive. And it has worked well, and young people become receptive. Young people kuba ne measurement stick yokuthi umuntu uyabuya kutshengisa ama report wakho ukuthi sengithola bo level 7 seng apply UJ sengenza njani, can you come see me, I'm doing a mock court ngenga UJ sinini bagcoka ama dialing ba some of my LLB students what bayenza mock court bayenzani. It's pride when they see the parent is there nan ba graduate bayenza just ke mabeqala bathenga ama Range Rover bashange dust. But yeah, man, I can safely and confidently say right now that no, I feel it's my calling. As much as I can say whatever, I feel I'm called for young people. I feel no matter 50, I'll still be a youth leader. I feel I'll still have the diligence to be able to mentor the next generation. In fact, I think I'm very relevant when I'm very old.
Okay.
So young people is my calling. It's not something I chose. It's something that chose me, that is choosing me every day.
Okay. Now, I want to get into politics, kancane.
Okay.
Ne? But then, the new background yakho ye politics.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you join in politics? If so, was joining nini? And what inspired you into joining politics from ekukhuleni nje kwakho?
As I've said, I'm a very neutral leader. Politicians would say, ayesaba magwala. I'm not a gwala, but okay. I'm neutral. My father, Ongzalayo, was a member, card-carrying member of the African National Congress.
Okay.
Then Makanya branch Ward 56. So because of him and his influence, Mfevi Orlando Pirates because of him, nan. So all I knew, it's the African National Congress colors, green and black and yellow. So that's all I knew. So when I was put in the spotlight 2013, I had to now also have a card-carrying member of the African National Congress. And in fact, I joined the ANC Youth League. Bang votela nakhona bangenza
Hey.
It's interesting. When I got into politics, I didn't want to. Guess what happens in politics? I think Lena, if he's on finding an unique card, but kuma politics, makbanama elections, we already know who's the top 5. So when we're going to an AGM for ANC Youth League in my branch, we knew who's the chairperson, deputy chairperson. I was not there, and I'm not interested. So we went into an AGM. And then, but angisho angeke figure any tonight chairperson. Kwamele ku follow process of voting and so forth.
Okay.
Someone must nominate. Nominate Prince, and then someone must second, and then bakubuza ukuthi uyavuma na not.
Okay.
I remember they started vele with the chairperson. Nominator, I think abantu abayi-3 whatever. Someone nominated me. Someone seconded, and then I said I'm not available.
How?
Nah. Yeah, because Nyaz, but I was really not interested, my special 2-year chairperson. But Puma Babuya Saba votela, but deputy chairperson, go vote or go vote secretary deputy. They voted for the treasurer. But I think it was the 3rd time Bang nominated. Someone nominated, someone different, Prince Ngwenyane.
Yeah. Someone
seconded. So a part of me felt embarrassed. I can't keep saying I'm unavailable. So I was like, no, it's fine. So I went outside, go vote Masbuya. Masbuya from the thing is my results. As the treasurer of the branch,
yes.
I'm selected. Number 2 is very far from me. I'm a vote. It's almost like a unanimous decision with majority bank choosing. So I was in the top 5 of my branch. My top 5 already, so go regional, yes,
okay.
Regional is provincial and national. In fact, from regional it's national in any case. So I was there for many years. We did programs for young people. I remember Nepal at one point. I've learned some political jargon, mkhabul and all of that. So that's me in a nutshell. And I appreciate that time, because at that time we had a national leader that I personally didn't believe in. But I thank God for political school that taught me to walk in my own lane, know my own race, and in my own pace. If there's national issues, national leadership deals with them. If I'm a local leader, I need to work with local issues.
Yes.
So as we're solving a lot of those local issues, we were not entertaining what is happening national. Someone would ask me, hey, let's get you a job, whatever. So as I did that, I remember at one point they wanted to vote for me. They wanted me to run as a councillor for my ward, and I was like, I can't do that. But it's because I understood the mandate to lead where you are, lead in your own corner, in your own space. But when as a leader, do what you need to do so that you uthuthukisa la ukhona.
Yeah.
And as uthuthukisa la ukhona, if there's a need for you to be promoted to national leadership, you will be, but not ngokuthi ukhulume kakhulu or entertain abantu abakhuluma ngezinto ezingabafuni.
Yes.
We've got our own issues, ama-drain lana. We've got lasihlala khona indawo bathi kusemalahleni, abantu basemalahleni balala bangalambanga, and how we're getting sponsors to come. Some people, they are not aware that there's a place called the Malahleni in Thokoza Gardens.
Okay.
Yes. So now, how do we get people to come and give back to Emalahleni? How do we get someone from Emalahleni who's brilliant, academics, with an opportunity, afunde UCT, afunde wherever? Those are the local issues that are concerning us. So that's my background in terms of leadership until we figure the next local government elections. And
but then you andithi bese unale information yokuba konyulwa kanjani or mhlambi xa sekusiwa kuye konyulwa abantu already seyayazi leyo 5 leyo mhlambi ezakonyulwa uyifumana kanjani leyo information
ezokudubulisa ngaba-comrade no this thing is funny because I used to tell people, because people were surprised with how can you run away from politics if you are called for leadership.
Yes.
I don't like anything that doesn't have peace and fair fighting in it within an organization. Okay, sengikhulumile background bese ngisho ukuthi ngaba exposed to very big, not very big, various choices and whatnot.
Yes.
So being exposed there, I realized that there's one commonality within all of them. And I'll make an example. Take this very hypothetical. I'm not saying that's how it goes.
Okay.
But one thing that took me away that I don't understand in politics right now is that within one organization, you are expected to make a choice. Where do you belong?
Okay.
Like, we are in the same organization, Sonke Sonte Christ Centered Church, but I must choose a side, but Sonke Sonte Christ Centered Church. For me, ngazi ukuthi if ngibeliever kumfundisi, sonke sizibeliever kumfundisi. But if someone is going to come and say, kune team yaka mfundisi, and then uPrince naye uneqembu lakhe, and then baneqembu lakhe, then bangibuza ukuthi mina ngibelonga kuphi. I belong in the Christ-centered church. So that's one thing I didn't understand in the politics. Why must I pick a side? And then when we have picked a side, why Mele City? Sonke sivotela lo kuzoba we chairperson lo kuzoba in. And to some of them, they are not even capable. Ubona push ama agenda kuvulelwana impompoto, and then after kuwe kuzongena wena ntanga inqa in so ngiyabona kuyakolodwana ubani bani mela bhadala isikoloto esithizeni nani. I was like, mina, because I want to serve the people. Ngizofika kudala kuseveni abantu because I must go through ukuthi izofika nini 10 yami ukuthi sekuyigame yami manje noma abantu bangifuna ngeke bangithole ngenxa ukuthi akakabi 10 yami and whatnot. So that's what happens in politics, man. I think they call it factions. There's different factions and whatnot. I couldn't handle that, but not saying that it's something that I will forever run away from, because there are many talks right now of me being in that space again. Including me being a Christian leader. As Christians, instead of being in the church and praying for mercy every day, why are we not taking action? Go policy making, go to long born again, be in leadership position of influence and be able to do the right thing. So there is those of which it's very scary for me so far.
So you've mentioned indlela ama structures ebewa appointwa ngayo kuma elections and stuff. So ucingba ama politics ay affecta kanjani I development ye community?
I would say ama politics, in my opinion, this is not a fact, ngicabanga ukuthi they leave a lot to be desired in terms of a lot can be done to develop the community, but because of a lot of the infighting that is happening within the various structures, sigcina sesingasafiki ekumele sisize community. Because when I tell you about those things as a selection, none and everything, please don't quote me as well.
Okay.
But it's fine, it's a public platform, because I didn't mention people's names. But in Tsabanguti, many a times we spend a lot of time as leaders in various spaces, more especially in political spaces, sit debate how to lead and what we must do. So the way that it happens, and you find that there are capable people that are not given a chance because someone still wants to shine. When they get that position, they want to do something else with the position. So effective community development ku-development ye-community sasekuthenini ubani ongenayo uzoyenzani makengena uvulela bani umnyango kwenzakalani and all of that. After lapho, who's next and whatnot. Now we are playing, but now serious lives are being affected upon the ground. That's why I think many people are not interested in partaking in politics, because sibona people there not doing what is supposed to be done. Like,
yes,
I'd rather give up, you know.
Yeah, ne. So, why the question ibaleka? So, constitution okanye i-policy esiyisebenzisayo siyi-country and also kwi-politics, abantu abaninzi they only note indaba yama ukuthi government stop ukunikeza abantu umsebenzi from ages between 18 and 35. They want bangaba makaqithele nangapha ya ne. We've came across argument anjalo during elections last year. Like everyone that we've interviewed, whenever we wanted to know about a change that they are hoping bangaba leyo party abayivotelayo izozanayo, everyone was talking about the constitution and into okwenza ne age and stuff. Now, do you think there's more that we can learn the constitution if ever politics zingazama bangaba zibene project ezingayenza zizise kuma local communities ukubangaba kuzofundiswa abantu ngepolitics and all that nange constitution, because thina siyazi constitution other than hearing it from mhlambi upresident unikeza ngespeech or mhlambi kunaleyo argument ethile ngalonto leyo, and then someone quotes from the constitution and then you start to say yabo. But the only thing that's loud ku constitution thina siyaziyo ile na age. Now, do you think there's more that we can learn, Payana? And then if ever there is, zeziphi izinto ongazi highlight and how would they benefit the community?
Thank you for that question.
Okay.
Good one, hey. To be honest with you, I would say it's also the ignorance of us as your general public as well.
Yeah.
I believe efforts have been done to make the constitution accessible to us. I remember even I was in primary school, kunencwadi encane kaso enamakhalakhala labathi constitution, and we were encouraged to study it. When I was in grade 8, grade 9, there was a subject called HSS. HSS, they would ask us about the constitution, and it would be our duty to do research, because those books, we have them. We didn't have the internet, but you have that book.
Yes.
We would have to study about what is UN, United Nations, and so forth. So I think efforts have been done. They've also tried to incorporate it into the schooling system. Mara ngenxa yokuthi it is a by the way type of a thing, and then it makes us ignorant. When I mentioned my achievements earlier, I missed one of them. I've missed a lot, but one of them, in 2014, ngaba ne-opportunity to participate ku project ebizwa ukuthi Activate Change Drivers.
Okay.
Apply bangithatha and everything. In that project, ngawini award masicede at the end of the year. I was the best motivational speaker because I would motivate every time we meet. It was a South African thing, different provinces. So with Activate, it was a leadership and innovation project. I believe projects like Activate need to be supported to be able to penetrate the community. After learning from Activate, what have I done to teach the community? Which is not a lot, you know.
Yes.
ICAP, the organization, Activate is for political education, not political, but leadership education in all the spaces.
Yes.
So we do have a socio-political navigation as a module, whereby we learn what is local governance, what are your responsibilities, how can you do peaceful protests, how can you do your what we call flash mob, you know, how can you do your dialogues, you know. Young people, I would say right now, what we can learn the most from your question, Constitution allows you to have dialogues and call your leaders and make them accountable through the dialogues. We can have book a public hall sihlale laphayana sithi sokhuluma ngetopic ethizeni ukhulume, speak your heart out and learn and be taught, and then the leaders would come and say, okay guys, njengoba niso ngelanga lisokuzobe kune meeting ya IDP which is the integrated development plan about your community.
Yes.
Sit with the councillor, they're gonna bring officials, right? What do you want? Short must pose none. Because what makes the constitution effective, it's when you take it home, you bring it to you. If they say I've got a freedom of expression, you must know it's a right, but also there's responsibilities attached to it. Your right must not infringe another person's right. Umuntu angakhathi ngine right yokwenza kaso but angaboni ukuthi ulimaza somewhere.
Okay.
So a lot of education needs to come also from us as the community, but also the political leaders as well need to teach us more than making us practice, because voting is something that is in the constitution. But sometimes before asking me to vote, give me voter education that is generic, that is not about your organization and so forth. So yes, those spaces are missing. When it comes to the issue of 18 to 35 and whatnot, status debate election, many of the issues, you find that we debate them because uzwe a little bit of it. But if you can read further in the constitution, you realize with the constitution, it's a document that the purpose of it is to create a conducive environment for people to be able to practice what they are supposed to practice. So instead of me crying, Guti, I'm 36, I don't qualify for a learnership, people like 35. But I would check within the constitution, what does it allow me? It allows me to open my own business. Wow. Can I open it? It allows me to also approach companies within Langhlala Khona ukuthi guys, njoba nihlala la, you need to have a CSI project and give back to the community. What are you doing? Then you approach them, you have a CSI project. Do you know what they can hire you and pay you to organize CSI projects for them? So a constitution, it allows you to know what can you do in order to assist even other people, because some of the people, they don't know. If someone angas, they don't know the laws that regulate. So there must not be too much carbon emission. When you bring those things on board, don't come the constitution for a fighter.
Yes.
But you must read in such a manner that we want to know what's there, so that kuba ne conducive environment ukuthi siyakhona ukuhlala at peace with each other. Yes. And then when that is happening, siyakhona now to explore the opportunities that are available. Okay, I mean, I'm not a business person, it's fine, but maybe I can work within someone's business. What do I do? If we come together, we're a cooperative. Oh, when's the garden? Agriculture is the one thing here too. Mining is one thing. Without mining and agriculture, by the way, there's nothing that is done. Everything comes from agriculture and mining. Okay. So now if we don't want to learn agriculture, but we've got land, slowly land, then it defeats the purpose. So I would say people, let's read the constitution so that we know what can we do, and then see what can we do even without asking somebody else's permission. Okay. Sometimes I can make an example with someone which manje ngifuna mazi. It's example in Congo. Okay, America.
Okay.
In America somewhere, there's a certain pastor. I was reading in a book. This pastor, and then no one is taking care of it. Nobody knows who owns it. Crime was happening there, and so forth and so forth. That pastor organized abanyabo mama, bahloma a semi-structure apparently no. Asithandazeni laphayana bathandaza kwazalwa isonto ezikuzalwa isonto banikela abantu. They built a big building.
Okay.
When they built a building, kwafika local metropolis bafuna ukubawisa ngama bylaws, but hey, you know what, you're not supposed to build here, you don't own this land, it's owned by municipality, we come to take this thing down. And before you take it down, wait, let me call my lawyer. There were some lawyers in the church, babiza ama lawyers babatshela ukuthi okay, asidigideni le ndaba. They took them to the highest court of that land. Makufika kule highest court, they could present the case ukuthi this place was neglected and this is what is happening. Basically crime. We came we cleaned it up, we created the safe space. Right now, rape is not happening, there's no crime. In fact, community development is happening. We are mentoring the youth through this church and doing this, nan. So this land, in fact, we claim it for free. And guess what? They won the case because it was a neglected area. It was lawlessness was happening. They brought development there. They got the land for free. It was issued, the court issued, okay, say na own a land. So there are a lot of things that we can do if we can know that the Constitution allows us, it gives us that freedom to be able to do those things. Let us have the guts to do, and then yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you like more questions I too.
In one. Okay.
Now, the first one, I need you to say no okanye uthi yes. Phela unga elaborate nani. Do you think it would be wise for our country, especially our communities, for by is subject politics be introduced to my local schools?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, stop with that. Yep, advice that you would like to give to abandabacha that are aspiring into taking on leadership roles, be it kuma politics or community or esontweni or even emsebenzini, ngawapha ama advices ongabanikeza bona briefly?
So ngifake political cap. I'm remembering this thing that says an injury to one is an injury to all. First advice, ukuthi you are an individual before you are part of an organization.
Yes.
Make sure that as a person, you equip yourself as much as possible. Each one teach one, each one learn, but realize that we are strong as a team, but as a team, we need you as an equipped soldier. So spend a lot of time educating yourself as much as possible in various aspects. Make yourself a valuable person. Ekhaya mabethu gezi zitsha hayi ukuthi bayakupanisha. They are teaching you responsibility, undlula umbhede and all of those things ukupolisha. You are making yourself a valuable person that society is going to need. So invest in yourself and educating yourself in following authority. Manga follow authority ekhaya ucabanga ukuthi uzofollow authority eyethu laphana sesama president wasekhaya uzosipha inkinga. Follow authority as much as possible where you are. Esikolweni ulalele wenze ugeze izitsha ugeze imoto. Do whatever needs to be done in following authority where you are, learning where you are, be the best where you are, so that by the time we come together, we've got strong soldiers amongst ourselves. So spend the time with gym, shama push-ups, we one endlin before uze stadium.
Okay. Babugeli, sino mfundisi apa.
That's right, yes.
Yes, sinomfundisi apa. Sine community activist, and then sine youth mentor. Prince Ngwenyane. So I know bangaba this is not the last time sisiva from wena. So kawapi ama upcoming events nama projects ekumele siwalindele from wena this year.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for having me, guys. Number one, you can expect me to see me everywhere, even in places that you didn't think you would see me.
Yes.
We're going to have Easter games around Thokoza. I'm going to be there wearing my clerical collar. As a pastor, nyangena itedamu. As a pastor, nyangena go pick up. So I'm found wherever. So do not be afraid to even invite me in spaces where you think I'm not relevant. I think one of the greatest titles of the team, I'm a community activist. So I'll be found everywhere. And then just to also invite people as well, if you want to come with us, we are traveling to Pretoria for our Passover conference on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You can choose any day or you can come all three. We are going to Pretoria, from Thokoza to Pretoria every day, and then others are sleeping over. You are invited. And then when we come back, May 17, no, May 8, May 3 Zaga May.
Yes.
We've got Mr. and Miss Ekurhuleni Sunday Schools.
Okay.
Yeah, it's happening at Greenfields Community Hall We are calling primary schools, we are calling grade 8 and 9 in my high schools. Let us do our own thing so that we're able to build ourselves up this thing. And then 8 is May Gune trip as well that is going to a science center called Saiboni Discovery Center. If you are a young person in those ages as well, speak to us, come. And then in June we've got a conference 14, 15, 16, of which is 16 on a Monday. We're going to be having something called suits and sneakers in the church.
Okay.
We want young people to wear any t-shirt that you have, but blazers fane. We're going to be bringing entrepreneurship in the church. We're going to be bringing career advisors in the church. We're going to be promoting academic excellence as well. We don't want people to say, we want to give you strategies, how to study, how to apply my university and whatnot. We'll be having professionals there. We'll be having business people. Come one, come all. From 14, 15, 16 in Pretoria. And then the second semester will be, check out my socials for the second semester. I'm just sharing what is remaining now for the first semester up until June. 28 we also have a project as well, but you'll yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but ebalekile manje bamba le 3 days conference 14, 15, 16 bamba ukuthi nge-3 zaka May Greenfields. Come and support if our contest uzobhekelela, thenga itikiti nge-20 rand, uhlale laphana uthenga whatever sithengiswayo, shama flati kumnandi semini from 11 ekuseni until afternoon. So let's show up, let's support each other. Let's also participate in Naguma Easter games and so forth as well. Minimize alcohol consumption. Minimize as much as possible. I see people gama Easter baphuza crazy 8 daily. It doesn't look nice. Let's reduce, more especially public drinking.
Yeah.
Reduce as much as possible.
Okay. No, first of all, I would like to appreciate you ngoku-honora i-invite yethu, and then waste ixesha lakho weza wazokuncokola nathi namhlanje.
Not wasted, my brother, invested.
Okay. No, siyabulela kakhulu. Babukeli Prince Ngwenyane, ngumhlali walapha, and he's also one of the people abasupporta kakhulu kuma activities esiwenzayo as a youth yalapha kule community lena. Siyayivala kune Sanko kune ANC. There's young people who are also kumanye political parties. Now Isanko iyahluleka reach out to these other young people as affiliated or that are members zamanye political parties, and yet Isanko caters for abantu abatsha regardless of the political party obuya kuyo. It caters for abantu abatsha. Now with Isanko ne partnership ye ANC, do you think Isanko ingafumana maybe 50% ye youth yalapha South Africa njengoba inale partnership enayo ne-ANC? You don't have to answer it if you're not comfortable.
Let me just try to make a clarity somewhere. Maybe ngizoba corrected.
Okay.
The way I understand Sanko, it's a civic organization, civil, catering for all citizens of the country.
Yes.
It's a national organization, and then kuba nama structures locally, and they concentrate mostly on community development in general. So I believe it's personally, it's a contradiction if Sanko wants to affiliate with one political organization. Kuba error, and it's caused by the fact that many people, we would belong to the ANC, and then because we belong there, we know about Sanco, we know about NYDA, we know about this, and then when people are wanted to represent in those spaces, we put our hands up. We don't allow the entire community to go. Okay. So we're not supposed to put Sanco and ANC in one sentence and say they're working together. It's to be wrong. It's to be wrong. It's to be wrong.
Okay.
So there's Sanco as a civic organization, and then there's political parties: African National Congress, Economic Freedom Fighters, Patriotic Alliance, Action SA, and whatnot. All of them, they should be political gauge there on their own accord. Sanco should stand by itself, and Sanco should not be biased, should not be stereotyped, should not have favoritism.
Nazo Sanco. Cela ni subscribe, ni comment, ni share. Ningalibali ukubuza ama questions guys, ningalibali ukubuza ama questions. Siyabulela ngokuba nibe nathi kule show yanamhlanje.
Tell us what you want to speak about when I come back, but I'll be back. I
exactly.
promise.
Yeah, no, siyabulela kakhulu.
Thank you very much.